Hello friends. So today we are going to discuss the PHP magic methods. So there are the many magic methods that are supported by the PHP, which is they are listed. If you will read their documentation, it will show that there is magic method under underscore construct, under underscore destruct, underscore call static, get, set, is set, unset, sleep, wake up, serialize, unserialize, toString, invoke, set state, clone, and debug info. All these methods are called the magic methods. One thing that you have to note that here any magic method, it is always start with underscore. So all the magic methods start with the underscore. There is a note they have mentioned that all magic method must be declared as positive. We will discuss, and we will, when we will create a class, we will define these magic methods, and I will show that these, when we will define this method, the property of this magic method must be as a public method. Okay, and one more thing, here we have to note that um, when we are using these methods, every method has its own purpose. So I will try to explain with one example with each method what where we can use and how we can use it. So in this tutorial I will explain first four methods, which is that is underscore construct, when it is called, when we have to use, similarly underscore destruct, similarly underscore call, and underscore call static. And remaining method I will explain you in the next tutorial, but for this tutorial I will only focus on first four methods, which are the PHP magic methods. To explain this purpose, I will create a class. You can create any class. So here I will create a class name as a person, and first of all name as person, and know what I have to do. I have to make a magic method, which is the construct underscore construct. So I will make a magic method underscore construct. So this is the method which is underscore construct. This method is always called when we will make a object of that class. What does mean? When I will make the object, let me create an object for that class. The object is new. You know that when we are creating any object in the PHP, it always start with the new keyword, then the name of the class. In that case, the name of the class is person, so I will write the name of the class is person. So when I will create, when the this code will be executed, this method is called magically, right? If you will see there, we are not calling this method. This method is by default called by the PHP using the magically. So that why they are called the magic method. Here let's say if I will echo the and write some input, the construct, let's say the construct is called. Okay, so you will see that when I will execute this code and this object is created, during the creation of this object, this method is called magically. Let's see in the demo. You see this screen. No, if I will construct call this class, you will see that the construct is called. Here is the output, which is this is not the underscore construct. It is not always used as this purpose. You can also use many things while initializing this class, any class. In that case, the class is a person, so I am trying to initialize this class. So let's say I have a property in this class, that name of the person. I will make that property as a protected and make as a name, and let's say when we are creating the object of this class, we will make a name for that person. We will pass the name of that person and we will assign that name to the property of this class, which is name equal to name. Okay, so here when we will create that person, suppose the person is Gul Muhammad. So person is Gul Muhammad. So what we are doing, when this object is created, we will pass this name to this one and we will assign the name to the property of the person. Okay, and I will write a method here, public function get name. Okay, and I will call this method get name. This will return as the name of this class, this person. So the name of this person. So here I will echo person. So get name, and let's see what will be the output. You know, when I created this object, it will be pass the, that is a person object is created, it will pass the name of this person to the construct. The property is assigned, the name is assigned to the property, that is name, and the end we will call the person get name. So it will give us the name of that person. So let me call this. If I will call it, you will see that the name of this person is Gul Muhammad. So what we have done, we have used the magic method to assign the values to the property of the class. Similarly, there is another method which is called the Destruct. That is called the Destruct, which is also the magic method. And you know that all the magic method must be public, and they must start with the underscore underscore. This method is called when actually this object is destroyed by the PHP compiler. You can say that when this method is called, it will be magically called, and it will call when PHP destroying this object from the memory. So I will, let's say, display echo object is destroying here. Okay, so let me again call this function and see what will be the output. You will see that, let me add a one line. There is one line, so that we will see that the output, exact output. No, you will see that when we created the object, we will pass the name as a Gul Muhammad, and when actually the program, when it ends, it will magically call the underscore underscore destruct, and here I have written the output, which is echo object is destroying here. So this is the two methods, which is underscore underscore construct and underscore underscore destruct. Underscore underscore construct is always called when we initialize or when we are making an object in the PHP, and the destruct is called when the class is destroying by the compiler, or you can say by the PHP, then it is called. In this class we will make, sometime we will make the connection with the some external sources, like if we will make the connection with the DB or some Redis server, we will make their connection as a default null, or we will destroy those connection while we are terminating our execution. So these are the construct, and there is second method we have discussed, destruct. Next we have to discuss the magic method, which is known as a underscore underscore call. This is also the magic method. And one more thing that you have to note, that when you are calling the underscore underscore construct method, you can pass any number of parameters. Like here I have only passed the one parameter, but it you can pass as many as you like. It we have not restricted here. Similarly, for the construct, we don't pass any parameter to that class. But when we are using the underscore underscore call method, it always has a two parameters. It always has a two parameter. One is the name and the second is the argument. I will explain it. What is that mean, the name and the arguments? But first of all, I have to explain what is mean by the underscore underscore call. For example, what I have do, I will call another method person in this class. Let's say get info in this class. So if you will note that the info is not here as any method. So when a class that does not have any method, then this magic method is called. Okay, when we will execute this code, it will come to this class and it will first try to find out is we have any method that is known as a get info, but here we don't have any method. Then it will magically, if we have defined any method that is magically defined here, that is underscore underscore call, then it will automatically call this function with the two arguments. First is the name of the function, which is this info, it will come here, and second is the arguments. This arguments is the, it can be many, it is an array of the arguments. I will explain you one by one. Let's say I will call the get info and I don't pass any parameter. So let me input here echo, there is a method name. I told you that when you will call this function, it will pass two argument. First is the name is stand for the name of the function. So method name, or you can say that that is a method name or method function name. There is a name, then there is a arguments. These argument are the array, they are known as they are passed as a array. So arguments here, let me implode that with a comma separated, there is a comma separated, and these are the arguments. Okay, let me separate here, these are the arguments. So what we have outputting here, when we will call get info, there is no get info, it will call magically this underscore underscore call with the name of the method, this which is name, in that case is the info, and with the argument which is the array of the arguments. That means you can as many as argument to this class. Now let's see, we will output this function and see what will be the output. So here you will see that that is a get info. Let me add one break here so that we will clear the output and it will be clear to you. There is, let me add more lines so the output will be clear to you. Okay, that is, if you will see that the method name is here with the name is get info, and we have in that class we don't have any we don't pass any arguments. But let me comment this part so that we will do not see this information in the browser, and I will explain this. No, next I will again call the get info, although that information does not exist, but with the arguments. Let's say age, let's say I will pass one argument as a value which is 1, and again I will call this method with the two parameters like name, comma, second argument is true, second argument is age. Let's say these are the two arguments. So I am just trying to explain you that what does it means the arguments. That means when you will call a method, first we call a method without any parameter. Second, I call same method but with the one argument, and again I will call the second method, same method with the two arguments, and you will see the difference here. Let me, so you will see that there is a method name getInfo, again getInfo, but in the first case we have no parameters, in the second case we have one parameter, in the third case we have the two parameter, which is a name and age. So this argument is passed as a array. Okay, next there is another method which is also called when we don't have any method name in the class, but the structure of this is different. Okay, the structure is different. That is a call static. What is call static? You know that you can make a class, make an call a class without making an object. For example, let's say I will call person. There is a person and get detail. Same method is called, but here we will calling this class without making an object. Like here we have make the object, but static method always call without creating the object. So here I did not create object, simply I take a class and call the static method get detail. If you will see that this class there is no get detail method. So when there is a no method and it will call as a static method, then the underscore call static will be called, and with the same way that is the underscore call is called with the name, which is the function of the name, and the number argument. But there is the only difference is this method is called when we have actual object of the class, and this method is called when we will calling the method as a statically. That means we are not creating the object of that class. So let me share the output of this and close this part. Let me comment this part so that you will see the difference here. Echo this class and I will output the same thing here. This is here, and let's see what happened in the first case. Let me refresh it. You will see that get detail, no, the method name is a get detail without no arguments. And if I will call the methods with the one argument, let's say data, and second argument is with the 1 comma data comma and data comma 3. So now we have passing one argument. In that case we are passing the 3 arguments, and let's see the output here, and you will see that there is a data is the argument. In that case there are the 3 arguments. I hope you are clear now about these 4 magic methods that we have discussed it. See you in the next class.